Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Nevermorians! I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you by a generous set of support from our good friends over at indiecd.com. Yes, .org. I'm so used to saying .con, my brain's rolled it right out there. But that's okay. indiecd.org, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, musicians, creatives out there. And if you want to find somebody who can help you make your dreams come true, you just sail on in and join them. And if you're looking for somebody who, if you want to join the ranks of these great people, and for a low cost of $40, one-time fee, you'll be hosted, a member of a social media network, pretty much guaranteed to be free of Russian drone bots. Our elite team of cybernetic special forces are in place to keep such things at bay. And be in a position to know when all the great cons are happening early enough that you can actually join them. Consider joining indiecd.org. I am not Joe Buckman, as you may or may not have noticed. And apparently, well, the other not Joe Buckman decided to seize my channel and inflict gradients upon me. This, is, of course, will be met with fury and vengeance. However, see, I almost got tricked, dear viewers, before we get into the rest of my shtick about me selling my books. I almost got tricked into, yeah, you should sign in as not Joe Buckman. But had I signed in as not Joe Bachman as a gag, I would have been taking credit for the gradient. Nice try. Nice try, Joseph. But you do want to support the insanity that is this program. Consider buying my books. The Simple Sword. Guys, if you want to go from I've never held a sword to being able to instruct others in the art, in plain, simple English, outfitted with lovely, colorized, and Lord, was it expensive to colorize, stick figures, gets the Simple Sword. I spent 15 years developing my notes and stuff to have a curriculum for teaching people. That was almost 10 years. We're barreling towards 10 years of the Simple Sword. And I believe that will be next year. A little after next year. we will have that. Now, part of that series also includes the ever-popular fighting axe and simple spear, expanding on the ideas presented in that book with more violence. But we also have several game options, including BSR, the core rulebook. Guys, this is the universe where my sci-fi novels live. This is the universe where I get to spend a lot of time with some of my best friends, blowing each other up at the table. And this is the universe where something very big is coming out this summer to late to fall. Let's just say I may be demoing something in September related to that. It's a secret. I'm not supposed to tell anybody. Don't tell anybody that I told you, okay? And the first game I ever made, way back 20 years ago, Melee. Nice little tactics game for a cold day. Now I have one more book to highlight because my Art and Tales books are always gone, and that's not the book I'm looking for. And that's not the book I'm looking for. That leaves this. Through the Thinning Veil. 7 scary stories to chill your bones. And I mean, because I'm sure at negative 21 degrees wind chill, we all need our bones chilled a little bit. But hey, I'm an overachiever. If you want to take your mind off the cold and shiver with fear, read these 7 short stories. Some of them are based on real events taken from my time as a paranormal consultant. Others are absolute fiction. And speaking of absolute fiction, which you get to decide, let's go right into my accountability, because today's a big day for accountability, friends. I have the cover set up and formatted. I have everything set up to get the paperback. I just have to do my final, and every author has to do this, your very final pass through on your book before you hit click. So I will be submitting, barring disaster or internet loss, Haints and Hellfire will be submitted to Amazon today, friends. And as soon as it is live and available, I will let you all know. And the next show we'll have a big party about it, and we'll see about getting the word out there. Now, I know, my glasses.
And I'll go ahead and take over here for a second while Nick is in that lovely pose there. So Nick is getting his glasses changed out, and hopefully his internet decides to come back. I will be totally honest, I was not paying full attention as I was replying to an email for NDCD, but this is why I generally sit in the back of the show. So, I know he's getting ready to launch Haints and Hellfire. From what I've heard, it's an excellent book. And yep, his internet did just fully drop because he just dropped out of the studio. So, with that, I think we're going to play a quick ad, see if Nick can get back in, and we will be right back in about a minute 20. So we'll see you guys here shortly.
Hey, folks, sorry about that. I would love to blame my internet. I would, and I could, and no one would know, but I'm honest. And if you check the video, when I went to switch my glasses, my thumb twitched. And I do love the computer that my dear friend Joe gave me. I adore it. However, the power switch on the top of this box has a just hair trigger. So I just reached for my glasses. My thumb went doink and popped.
It really was a great pose that it had you in too. It was very majestic looking.
Yep, and it literally just doink. So,
I was typing an email, and all of a sudden you just froze, and I'm like, well, okay, I'll give it a second. And then you didn't come back. I'm like, okay, his internet dropped. Time to hop in real quick.
Thank you for the comfort, Joe. Yep. Well, we got to keep the spirit of the gradient episode on. All right,
back to your regularly scheduled program.
See, Joe gets the day off. Mostly. No, today it's a very manic Monday, folks, and I hope you guys are doing well. But we have stuff to talk about. Getting back to it. Yes. I am 1/3 through the final check. And I am going through and checking little tweaks that require actually moving the cursor to make sure that the spacing is right, then resetting the table of contents, and Haints and Hellfire will be out. Those of you who stuck around for the art portion of Wednesday's show got a preview of the glory that is that cover. It is totally different from any other cover I've done. And the photo was done by me, actually. I'm very proud of that photo. The item was, I'm sorry, I'm seeing the comments about the glory of my hair, which is really funny because today was one of those days where I had banana curls and I had to comb them out to be semi-controllable, or else I've got way too much, Louis the 14th going on. But guys, we're getting that done. The other thing is, if you were on Blue Sky, which is basically invite Twitter but better, please look me up. I'm under the hard to remember handle of Nicholas Tockert, So hitting at Nicholas Tockert on Blue Sky will help get you and me connected in what looks to be a slightly better version of Twitter, or reminiscent of Twitter in the old days when it was actually a valid system to use. Huge thanks to actually Cami Vite over on Twitter / Cami Cheetah over on DA. She's got me the invite, and it was awesome hearing from her out of the blue. So that's going on. I am expanding what I'm planning to do and going through the last horrible grind. No, I don't need that. Go away. Last horrible grind of making sure that my book is as good as I can get it. I'm really, really thankful to both Amanda Tockert, of course, who's now, she was sleeping, but she had to be in the same house as my lovely intro. So Lord knows I probably rattled the walls. I usually do. I know if I do it really well, Xander will yell, "Dad, you're too loud." And then I know I've done my duty as a father, because while he is a beautiful light of my life, reason I do so much, he is also a 14-year-old boy, and 14-year-old boys do deserve a little bit of being annoyed by their old man. It's part of the privilege of becoming an old man. So, what do we have to talk about accountability-wise? Well, we have a lot to talk about. I've had some people hit me up on the subject of imposter syndrome. And we all know around here, imposter syndrome is our favorite thing to discuss because it is something, we all are fighting. Now, one of the things that we can do about that is remember a key fact. I don't know who started this. It went around the circle. So I don't know if it was something Carl said first or if it was something I heard from BCAM, but it goes to a little something like this. The only people who have imposter syndrome are the people who are doing things. And yeah. Now I have hyper meta imposter syndrome where half the time I'm smug because I'm fooling everyone into thinking that I am a functional sentient being instead of a half crazed, net dwelling creature. But, not to be confused with a cryptid, which I am not. I am an urban legend. I will accept that. But so I want you guys to just keep going. Now, I also got a lovely question. I was actually on Blue Sky from a gentleman. He posed this question, what do you do if you're writing a story and the story suddenly wants to change the whole plot around? What if you had it planned or you knew where you're going, and as the story goes, it suddenly 180s? What do you do? And I told him, well, what you do is you save a copy right at the point where I'm making this decision. Okay? And you tuck that away. Don't save it as your normal title. It has to be a dramatically different title so you don't actually try to submit that one later. But then you just follow where it takes you. I am a pantser at heart, guys. I sit down and I start writing a story, and very often I don't know where I'm going with it. It's not like I sit here and go, I am going to write a story to manipulate this, that, and the other. I will use my powers for evil. I'm like, no, these characters won't shut up, and I have this scene in my head. What is going on around it? Ticka, 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 huh? And then ticka, 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 and then ticka, 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 and then many spelling errors, many typos. Again, y'all need to thank Trelana Bachman and Amanda Tockert for putting up with the fact that I both stutter and stammer in my writing. So you're going to get multiple thes. You're going to get dropped words. You're going to get awkward punctuation because I'm just trying to get things out. And that's without the glorious wonders of typing and typo errors. So, the best thing you can do. And it's funny, I keep getting these questions about writing a book. And they're like, you published a lot of things. Yes, many of them short, because I'd rather put out a short thing than put nothing out because it's not long enough. But if you want to write, That's it. Right. And I'm going to jump ahead on something. Because Trelana put up a comment, and where did it go? Wow. It actually just jumped. I went to click it. I didn't erase it. There we go. The quotation marks were just trying to see what was happening next. On my print editing copy, because I usually have to edit from a print copy, something went boink when it was transferred to Word, and my closing quotation marks went on adventures all over the page. So I went through and highlighted every time it happened for about 20 pages before I realized, wait, this is happening on all of these, because I saw the random floating marks, and I'm like, that's weird. So spend a couple hours doing that and look up ahead and go, it's not like that. But the few were missing because, of course, it's me. So it's been an adventure. It has been an adventure. And it was fun for a while because I would open my thing and I'd see highlighted portions. And I go, Trelana is commenting. be fixing them. At one point, I was fixing. I saw one go, woo! I'm like, I was getting that. It's great fun, and I will get to that comment a little later because that's far down. I don't want to skip. But guys, it's going out. This is my biggest project page-wise per to date. 300 some odd pages, which for me is mucking huge. You're looking at 10 times some of my earlier publications because I put out little things like Melee and a few other projects that are coming. So I'm really going to make a big deal out of this because I put a lot of work into it. But if you want the secret to writing a book, if you want the best, most important secret to writing your book project, I will tell you this. Now, y'all get your paper out, get your Post-it notes, whatever. I'm going to give you wisdom here that will rattle your windows and shake the very pillars of heaven. Friends, if you want to write your book, then what you need to do is sit your derriere down in a chair, in front of a computer, or in front of a lined piece of paper, in front of a typewriter. I don't care if you're using a Gutenberg press to get it out. The best way to write your book is to write your book. Sit down and put words on the paper. And then accept, as you're putting the words on the paper, it will be screwed up. And then you look at those words, and then you fix them. And when you can't stand to look at them anymore, you get somebody you trust or someone you've paid that you trust, and you have them look at it. And then when you're done, after they've done whatever they're going to do to it or say they're going to do to it, suggestions, it's really nice. Google Docs rules, I love it. Here's what you do. I know it's shocking. You read it again, and you read a lot of it out loud, and you go, what's missing? And you do your best. Then comes the hardest two parts. Hardest two parts of any book. You want to know what they are? You think it's writing the book or proofreading? No. You think it's picking a good cover? No. You do your best on that. The hardest two parts are the blurb on the back and what you're saying about yourself as an author. And as always, I say too much on both of those. But that's part of my charm. And the fact that my blurbs have rotated. I've kind of settled into a preferred author picture. But at this point, I'm not sure it's fair or just. It's a little old, so it feels like false advertising. And you guys have all seen it. The picture of me in the scarf where I actually look competent and stuff. Yeah. But friends, the best way to get it done is to get it done. And I'm going to follow it up with, Nick, how do I sell my book? You sell your book. Blink, blink, blink. Yes. If you want to sell your book, you have to sell your book. No one's going to do it for you, except me to a lesser extent, because I'm insane and I don't charge my ads because I'm trying to help the little guys out. But guys, you have to go around and market and share, and you have to look up and play with your hashtags and your keywords, and you have to get on channels and make associates and put yourself out there, or you have to pay somebody to do it. Now, a lot of times I come from the standards of I cannot afford to pay somebody, which I can't. So I got to learn to do it myself to the best of my ability until such time as either get good at it or I can afford to pay somebody. So that's how I know it's not what you want to hear. You want to hear a shortcut. Well, the rules all change, guys. I'll be honest. What works one week may not work the other. You're fighting algorithms. You're fighting, I am off balance. There we go. You're fighting all these systems designed to make it harder for you, a little guy, to make money. But if you could find a niche and that's one thing you do need. You need a niche. You need to find where you fit in. Now, I have a successful niche, and then I have the books I want to write. If I want to make money online, all I have to do is write sword and weapon manuals. If I just nose to the grindstone did that, I would make a lot of money relative to what I'm doing. However, I am rather ADD, both figuratively and literally. Therefore, the only way to keep me engaged is to let my mind bounce around between the different topics and work on the many passions that I have. And understand that in different settings, they will sell and perform differently, and that's okay. But if you are able to stick to one thing, you want to pull the Winchester clause. You want to do one thing, do it extraordinarily well, and move on to the next. Because I believe in you. And I know you don't think you can do it. The vast majority of us, except probably Johnny Cage, who's somewhere in the chat, if he isn't, oh yeah, it's Cold, and he still believes that Cold is a hoax perpetrated by, I think it's a Western civilization. Johnny, if you're around, tell me who you believe is actually perpetrating the hoax of Cold. You know, I'd like to know the source of this one, because it's not the lizard people, but I'd just like to know. Anyway, I would normally run Joe's ad at this point, but Joe's already ran his ad to cover for my absence for a moment while I had to reboot my computer, because I am I believe the term is Yutz at moments, and at least that's what I was called at some point in my life. So I'm going to run an ad, and then we're going to get to your stuff. So let me see. Oh, I have some new ads. Yes. I have some new ads that need to be run, and modified ads. So let's see. I'm going to run Grant's ad. It's a little longer, but I need to get a bit to drink in me, and that'll give me a good chance. So here we go.
Sasquatch, the Loch Ness Monster, Mothman, the Jersey Devil, Chupacabra. For millennia, these creatures have perplexed the human race. But what if they are forces of good? What if they have been sent here by a federation of more advanced alien species to help and defend the human race? That's the premise of League of Cryptids, a new comic book by Grant Lankard, creator of the smash hits Beowulf and Memoirs of the Morbid. His new comic, League of Cryptids, is a 4-part story involving these 5 creatures banding together to defend Earth from an invading alien race, just as one of their members is losing faith in the human race and questioning their mission. The epic tale begins in League of Cryptids 1.
Alrighty. Because I got dropped off my internet, I lost up to 957. So yeah.
Oh, that's okay. That's not too many. I forget that you're an hour ahead, so it actually shows you the comment is coming in as 957. It shows it as 857 for me.
Okay. Are there any, spicy ones that need to be reviewed that you see, Joe?
Well, we have my wife calling me out on the title card.
Yes, he did. I think that was repellent, so that he thought he'd be able to have the show to himself today. And I do want to say hello to anyone who's watching this through the link I shared on Blue Sky. Today is the first time I am promoting my show on Blue Sky. Yes, folks, this is the kind of quality and well-formed production you can expect from what I do. I do believe in honesty in advertising, but yes.
Alec was first through the door this morning, saying, "Yay, Gradient Show." Um,
The Schadenfreude is strong with you. Okay.
Yep. We had greetings from Donna, Trelena.
You don't.
Jody McPhee is here this morning.
Hey, Joe, been a while. Good to see you.
And we had greetings to Joe D. We have Carl Witzman here this morning.
Hello, Carl.
And what's the first one for 957 that you have?
Trelena saying, hey, Thesis.
All right. So we have greetings to Carl, Thesis saying morning, and now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Thank you. Oh, he ran away. Thank you. It's weird. He shoots off sometimes. It's funny how fast us chunkier fellows can be motivated when food or bathrooms or whatever is involved. It's impressive. Anyway, so Trelena, hey dear, it is a shame you aren't going to be on. Apparently just the idea that you were going to be on was enough to draw in a lot of people. I keep telling you should use your charms for evil and not good, dear. And we greeting Trey, and hello, Molly. Can't wait to see you at IndieCity.con, the Independent Creator Directory, I believe, convention. You will be there. And hey, Molly, Trelena, are you joining Joe on camera? She said no and gave very good reasons. It is a tragedy, and I mourn the loss in my heart. Yes, my heart, right here. Let's see. I hope everyone had a good weekend. It was an interesting weekend. It was a very close weekend because my family was very, very close together. We had my good friend Jim came out, despite the fact it was insane for him to come out and insane for him to leave at the hour he did. But when magic cards are involved, well, a bunch of us get rather stupid, you know. I had a blast, though. To join the Independent Creator Directory, you can watch this show. That's right. Watching the link on this show will help you in your journey to join the Independent Creator Directory. People are going to say that Carl typoed that. People are going to say Carl made a mistake. And he did, because he used SLD equals DDULs, when really that should say N Tockert. No, at the end. Okay, wow, Joe. Wave with all your fingers next time. No, I love you. No, I'm kidding. It looked like Joe reached his hand up, and I saw the knuckle racing. I'm like, oh my, okay. I see. We're gonna have a manic Monday. Okay. It was just like thinking about flipping me the bird. Okay. Trelea says, I'm staying curled up under my heated blanket with Hobo, LOL, cranking out a lot of products for IndieCD.com. All right, dear. I am all fine with you staying curled up, petting your cat under the heated blanket. But do remember that you can stream quite easily from your cell phone if you ever want to stream from comfort. I'm sure a Trelena under a blanket going like this stream would probably be heinously popular with this bunch of blessed lunatics. That being said, have fun. Can't wait to see what you crank out. And I'm already planning to have some cash to throw your way because I know we'll make things awesome. And let's see. Sorry, the first link was to the show. Cindy Koepp invaded my mind for a second there. Well, you can't resist Cindy Koepp because she's a Time Lord. She's a time lady. She may be Romana 3. I have theories. Anyway, Dan Hollifield, the original OG of Appalachia, that being Old God, and possibly original gangster, but when we say that, it involves more running from the revenuer and Tommy Guns gangster than what you may be thinking. Good morning. What is all this brightness outside my window? That is a curse placed upon us by the planet for upsetting the balance of heat and causing the polar vortex to destabilize. And woohoo! And Dan, see, everyone's happy to see Dan. And Jodi's happy to see Dan. Now, Donna's like, hey, Dan. So thank you. Thank you, Dan, for warming up Donna. Thesis says, that's called a lamp, Dan. Just don't ask maintenance to try to change the bulb. They really hate that. Ah, that's right. It looks like we're all surviving Cold-Mageddon. Actually, I'm hoping we do. In a more dour note, last night, a dear friend of mine, a friend of the channel and friend of Joe Bachman and Trelena, Stephanie Marie would be the handle she goes by, had to go to the hospital for a suspected heart attack. I heard from her late last night, and she is in our thoughts and prayers. She is a music teacher and a wonderful young lady, and our heart goes out to her, her husband, and her child. And if there's any new news that comes through, I will be happy to pass that along. But so far, everybody is stable and everybody is, safe, and that's all we can do for now. And Joe D, Joe B, Donna, Thesis, who else is here? Why, the exquisite Trelena Bachman, of course. Hey, Dan. And Molly, we got greetings. Carl is here. Carl Lamau. And Alec is here. Accountability, getting school done. Excellent. Uncle Carl. Alec. I actually went to bed a little after midnight. What is wrong with me? I don't know. I didn't get to bed till about 4 o'clock this morning because I was working and I was in the zone. And when I'm in the zone, I am in the zone. And it had nothing to do with the fact that a very familiar sensation of deadly cold was circling the house. And if you want to know more about that sensation, it's mentioned in one of these stories. Hashtag always promote. Anyway, that's my accountability because I'm tired. That's fine. Get your work done. Ease on through. Hi, Carl. Wait. Uncle Carl's here. Looks for Big Stick too. Hit with. This is the wrong group to give that kind of Mad Libs to, Carl. I mean, so for all of you out there, I will remind you, this is not the green room. Because, dear Lord, and Trillis, here we go. Yes. Feel that manic Monday energy coursing through you. Because I know it's cold. I know it's rough. I know things are going wrong. But guys, we're going to grab the week and make it do what we want. It's okay to be a little assertive. All right? Until the week says the safe word, which Joey has informed me is flower. And it is spelled like flower. We're going to do what we can to take the week for all it's worth. Good morning, Alec, Carl, Donna, Joe D, Molly, Bladed, Trillian, and Dan. Make me read a lot, Joe. I see how you are. And hey, Alec. LOL, I was at bed at 1, had to be at the hospital for my MRI at 8. Ouch. I was supposed to be at the dentist getting the crown that decided to open up like a bear trap addressed, or at least examined to schedule an addressing for it. And at negative 21, I told my wife, we're going to have to cancel and reschedule that. Ooh, okay, my stomach's making all the noises. Hey, Trey. Carl says, I didn't say smack because I didn't want to ban like Aunt Donna and her incitement to violins. Speaking of that, I follow somebody. This is totally off topic, but you've thrown me a boon. I follow Mia Asano. And Mia Asano is an electric violinist. Well, her violin is electric. She is not, but her shows are. Often with Ali the Piper, who plays rock bagpipes. And I thought, better watch Lindsay Sterling, who I also love. Better watch her. She looks like she's coming for her. And then I got to see something really cool, which was both Lindsay Sterling and Mia Asano on the same stage. Apparently, she had, when she was much younger, done a program with Lindsay, and Lindsay is her mentor. And I think that is fabulous because I love seeing mentorship in anything, and the passing of arts and style is really a groovy thing. So I'm just talking about that because I thought you brought up something that's cool. And I like the idea of incitement to violence. Violins, like all the other musical instruments that I semi-play, well, I can make notes on a violin, sort of. I wouldn't even come close to much other. Musical instruments are like books, okay? Using them as their intended purpose and collecting them are two different hobbies. NDCD says, adjusting the volume of the headset, and here we go. It was insufficient. It's Nick. Glasses, yes. And realizing that got me to bump and turn off my own dang computer. What? Nick is here. Nick is here. Nick is back. All right. Nick is. How am I doing? Pretty darn good. We've got a book coming out. I've got some projects moving down the line. I've expanded to a new social network. I got back doing some art styles I haven't done in a long time, so I'm actually really motivated to draw, which I cannot do until I finish my work. So once I leave this stream, I will toddle out because it will be close to lunchtime, and then I will simply get to come back. And who knows, depending on the internet and my mood, there might be a random art time with Nick that isn't drawing thumbnails for once. We may see. No promises. Like I said, I have a lot I want to do, but we will see. And Dawn says, breaky done. Joey looks a lot like Nick today. Well, that happens with spouses. When you've been married long enough, you start to look like each other. I'm going to get more DMs for that line. You doing okay, babe? Okay. I knew it. Yeah. Yeah. When Joey said the wife, Sandra said, which wife? Oh, God. And no, I'm not going to give you answers to any of those questions. Doing it. Anyhow, good morning, all. Good morning, Ice Queen. I hope you're having a lovely, lovely day. It seems like you are really in the power. It is Winter Court seems to be riding hard and heavy. So I hope you're really enjoying the season. Dawn, how are you feeling? And good morning. And hey, Dawn. And speaking of new glasses, mine are in and they are good. Yes. Zenny rules, folks. Hashtag not sponsored yet. Zenny, get to me. Give me money. That's how you do business. You go, give me money. Like this. Elon Musk's great secret is he just goes to meetings. He goes, give me money. And they do. Lamau Dawn, Morning Queen. Welcome, Ice Queen and Foxy. I love the kind of people I associate with. Hey, Foxy. I have to be careful because I have multiple Foxies in my life. Hey, Trey. Dawn is sore, but it went well. I'm glad that your nerve thing wasn't too bad. And good, Dawn. Good, Dawn. Glad it wasn't bad, yes. Hey, ICD. Carl and Trelena. And Joe has layers upon layers to his pranks. Yes. and I barely caught that one. The only thing that stopped me was that doesn't feel right. And this is my first time broadcasting, so I want to look professional. And then I immediately turned off my show and my own broadcast because that's how I like to look professional. Let's start with low standards and then fail to meet them. But friends, it's sort of like that dating service that was on Mad TV, Lowered Expectations. And yes, I just made a reference to a 90s skit program, or I should say a skit program from the 1900s, because people keep hitting me with that, which is like, I swear every time I hear that, a gray hair goes ping. It's like the color just dies in one of my hair. Anyway, so hi to everyone, but I'm having a little trouble following along. Dear, we're all having trouble following along. It's Monday. But like all of us, we're going to fake it. And right before we do that, I need to run an ad. And since, let's see, I have 3 new ads I have to get through today. We will run the revamped version of Donna Carlene's ad where the audio's been tweaked a little bit. And we'll be back in about a minute.
Hey there, everyone. This is Donna Carlene. Want some romance mixed in with a dead body or more? Then you enjoy my Hunter's Ridge series. Set in a small town in Alabama, it's the story of Northern Rider computer tech Carly Simone and the love of her life, Captain B.J. Martin of the Hunter's Ridge PD. But life in a small town is not all roses and beer, as Carly's expertise in true-life crime-telling makes her the Hunter's Ridge murder expert. And then there's nowhere to go dancing except the Dixie with its country music. But Rocker Carly can adjust, can't she?
Now, to the best of my knowledge, Nita and Daphne are not streaming here unless they've bumped to some kind of Discord-only secret stream, which I've heard rumblings of, but I don't know for sure. I do know when this is done, you might want to check out Joe Dog McKeel. I believe he is streaming a weather-related stream during this and possibly after. But let's get back to the comments. Because I'm not on the clock, I get to run it. Let's see. Blood Thesis says accountability. Finished up the journal Friday night. Ad is done, but you'll have to tune in my show this Saturday to see it first. Yes. Every other Saturday, he has the Tea Room, which is a great discussion program about Eastern martial arts related themes. I recommend you guys all check that out. And glad you're doing, Trelance, glad Don's doing well. I'm glad Don's doing well. Thesis wants to know if Don is a little high. That seems contradictory, but okay. Hi, Don. And what was your breakfast, Don? Lamau. And Alex says, next year equals 18 for me. Woohoo! I mean, what? Don said, no, they didn't give me Valium. And continues, I had a nerve burn in my lower back this morning, and we stopped for breakfast. Oh, my. And we're joined by the lovely Miss Saren. Hello, Miss Saren. I hope you're having a good one. I have to remember to keep my voice modulated to not give hints, but it's great to see you, darling. And morning, Saren. Morning, Saren. Miss Saren. And ouch, hugs. Lots of love for Dawn and anyone else who needs hugs. Accountability, getting a lot of prepped for the con, handling a bunch of side quests. You get those side quests done. You knock that out. I know how it is. Hey, Foxy and Miss Saren. Hey, Saren. Throws confetti for Nick. Yay! Yes, today. I keep saying it, so I remind myself. I'm going to finish going through the last check. I am going to hit the button and then probably curse and go into battle with Amazon. The reason I'm not saying my book launches today is I have to know how all this works, and we who have submitted to Amazon know that nothing happens quick or easy. Molly Daniels, I'm still waiting on cover art for my time travel book. Give me one more month, and then we'll contact my original cover artist. It's always a challenge when things don't quite go the way you plan. And Joby, I hope my niece contacted you about Indie CD. That girl, humph. So yes, if you have, okay, when you sign up with IndieCD.org, follow my link in the description. You will receive an email from IndieCD.org. It will almost always go to your spam. No one's sure why, other than that, the big powers that be do not want to see independent creators. It's a shadow ban, I tell you. Anyway, look it up. Look for that if you've done it, because Joe needs certain information from you to put it in your page to set it up so that when people look you up, there's something there. He can't do it if you don't give it to him. So that last I checked, there are 5 people who need to do this. Joe can't even do his show Behind the Code because no one has sent him the information to fix their stuff. So either that, or I'm going to have to send Joey things that I have to find on multiple computers so that he has something else to code, which would be problematic because I don't know where the files are. But and Joe's head, okay. In Princess Mononoke, this is obscure, but some of you may not know this. There are these little bobblehead forest spirit dudes, and they kind of go ding, ding. And I just watched Joe as I made that reference go, and then like 3 notches farther because he's actually an it clown by his great-great-grandmother or great-great-grandfather. I'm not sure, somewhere down the line. So every once in a while, he has the urge to crawl in sewers and, hold up red balloons and terrify people. But it was a little unhinged. So you guys miss the things I get in the little matchbox size image of Joey that I never know what's going to pop up. And Clay says, that's great. See, as of right now, there will be no Behind the Code unless someone gets back to me today with their profile information. Shame on his internet. You know what? I'll take it. I will take the hit for that one. That was just my dumb finger hitting the triangle, the diamond button of death. Indie CD continues. I need to update this ad again so that it shows the correct price and all the current members. I need to add that to my to-do list. Question, Joe, while we're here. Does the secret code from the first podcast still apply? Yes, it does. All right, friends, I didn't tell you this because this cuts into my profits. But as you know, signing up for IndieCD.org to meet Joey's growing prices is a one-time fee of $40, which is less than it costs to eat out at McDonald's anymore. But there's a little thing. If you go to his first podcast, and I'm not going to tell you the code, but go to his podcast number 1. Anyway, that's right. I didn't tell you the code. So it's not podcast 1. No, not at all. Anyway, you can get half off, which means you will get your lifetime membership for only $20. So use my link down in the directory And don't use that code podcast 1. Nick's pose was like a shampoo hair ad. You guys should have seen me this morning. I've been using a new conditioner, just like whoop. Foxy had I had a computer like that once with a power button in a bad place. I put a sticky note over it, so I'd only hit it when I meant to. Hell, you know me. I gotta hit it anytime I can. It's just the way of things, and very herbal essences. Oh my! Maybe it was a good thing I wasn't on camera for a moment there. That's my shampoo. Not surprised. Anyway, oh yeah, I forgot, Nick. You'll be getting 2 drawings of the Bone Baby. Ooh, I love presents. One was a sketch before I had put it on the bigger watercolor paper. That is so cool. Don says, I rotate shampoos. Foxy says, I do once in a while too, but some brands just don't work. My hair is baby fine, but I have a ton of it. Here we are in the style and the health and style portion of the Nevermind the Furthermore show. Molly Daniels, I use Pantene unless I'm putting product in my hair. Then I use Neutrogena once a week. This is an intimate glimpse behind the lives of creators. Don says, I get that, Foxy. I have super oily hair, fine strands, but a lot of strands. And Molly continues with, my hair hates winter, full of static. Same. And Don realizes, we turned NTF into a beauty show. And Foxy says, I got my mom's fine hair, my dad's amount, and loose curls waves. Well, you know what I've got, guys? I've got a new ad for a new thing from our own Donna Carlene. So I'm going to run that. Ha!
Which is worse, parental interference in your job or a person with a weapon when they shouldn't have one? Working security can be boring, but some conventions are a blast. Find this and all of Donna Carlene's books at lulu.com or look for her on ndcd.org.
Yeah. Security gigs. Anyway, imposter syndrome just means you would make an excellent spy. You've got everyone fooled. I try. I want you guys. No, I play my cards flat on the open, face up on the table so everybody can see what I'm doing. Although it is amusing when I do that and then people notice. So, Eve, my salon people commented on how thick. Oh, even my salon people commented on. Line. Even my salon people commented on how thick it was when I went in the last time. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm green rooming this so hard I can't read this sentence. I'm just doing it. I'm going to get through this. I know I can click past it, but that's not. Even my salon people commented on how thick it was when I went in last time. Yeah. Good morning, friends. Good morning, Kelly Carlisle. Let's go for a bit of a quick diversion with our dear friend Kelly. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did the comment go? That's right. That's right. Vengeance is mighty, isn't it, Joseph? Mighty and unexpected.
You're lucky this is not the green room, because I would ask a question about that.
Okay, sorry guys. I've decided I'm going to have a fun day, whether I like it or not. And Kelly Carlisle's book is amazing. The original is it's my bedside book. When I get a chance to read in quiet, I am cuddled up and I am reading about some truly nightmarish vampiric horrors. And so please acquire that for yourselves. Hey, Kelly. Dawn says, tomorrow is my disability hearing. If that goes well, I'm doing hair roulette, which is why my hair is so long now. That is a valid and terrifying thing to do. Let's see. Hello again, Kelly. And hang on for the ride. It's the only way we go. And good luck, Dawn. And I truly dislike Mondays. You know what? I have a complex relationship with Mondays. And everybody wants the weekend to last forever, but I do kind of like getting down to work and getting some things done once in a while. And the United States dollar against the Japanese yen just went up 0.58%. I don't know why that's important, but my computer has decided to inform me of that, so I will pass that knowledge on to you. Make of it what you will. Molly Daniels, I love it when characters suddenly take over and make a left turn. Oh, yes. Okay, so I know what you're talking about. Hang on to the road. Pantsers, I'm doing this. No, I'm not. No, you're trying to write a character and they're just, no. I'm not. Dude, I will leave. I've had characters threaten to leave. I get it. It's a whole thing. Mandy just said she's had them walk out. But they always go for breakfast in yours. Oh. Foxy says, I dislike most mornings, Kelly. And Kelly says, hello again, everyone. And thank you, Foxy. And Monday should not start till noon. And Foxy says, I know how much these hearings suck. And the quotation marks were just trying to see what was happening next. And they did. They wandered all over the plage. The plage. Yes, the plage. That's the English language. I don't ever have to worry about spam bots trying to imitate me. Because if they tried to run my mental processes, they'd crash and burn. Hush you, you've had breakfast. Bladed Thesis says, imposter syndrome is evil. Like I said on Last Man Standing, it's probably the reason my couple stories on Google Docs will never see the light of day. Dude! You, sir, are a swordsman, a martial artist. You go into honorable battle. And you're going to let something as silly as imposter syndrome and fear interfere with you, sir? I think not. I publicly challenge you to at least put one of those out. Right here. Donk. You don't get imposter syndrome around me. Just who the heck do you think I am? If you don't believe in yourself, believe in the me that believes in you. Dang it. Now, moving on. And yes, my drill is the drill that will pierce the heavens. For those of you who know, you know. Johnny says his books might be short, but the contents have the necessary girth. You bet your bacon, my friend. How are you today, Johnny? Kelly says, at least you understand my pain, Foxy. I'm sorry you guys are going through that. Very well said. Johnny, see, everybody loves Johnny. And good morning again, Johnny. Johnny is a wordsmith. Yes, you are. And quite the sequential artist. I love the progress you're making on your comic. Hey, Johnny. And Fox says, I do, Kelly. I may be able to get up now. Doesn't mean I want to. And right, it's not the size, it's what you can do with it. For a couple of these books, absolutely. And Johnny said, "Hey, Foxy." It's Johnny. You can't help it. So, my Mondays feel like the hangover I never got by drinking the night before. I'm sorry that you feel that way, Kelly. We need to see what we can do to change that and improve your situation. Saren, behaving yourself. I hope you are. Be most disappointed if you didn't. But so far, it looks like you're a good girl, so I don't think there's any complaints. Hey, Johnny. Yo, Donna. NDCD says, I can hear you cackling upstairs, Trelana. I did something right at about 10:21. And call. Yes, I am that far behind, folks. Kelly, what's one of my favorite clients doing? Or how is one of my favorite clients doing? And some Friday night thesis will get the Keisha treatment. Oh, my. I'm not going to go through it, but you nearly got me to say things involving spiritus. But we're not. Nope. Do not say Latin online, Nick. It always causes problems. And of course, Johnny, don't I always? And Kelly says, Monday is the start of my never-ending battle to get my projects out on time, which is a hardship without the slow Monday mornings. I understand, but it's worth it. No cupcake, you don't. Ooh, Johnny's being a little scolded today. Love you too, Johnny. And I know that was meant for Saren, but I couldn't resist because it's my show and I could be a pain in the butt. Molly Daniels says, bit chalk, butt in chair, hands on keyboard. Get there, do it, type, write your book. Miss Saren, laugh. Don't you shush me, brat. Oh, my. Anyway, doing okay, Johnny. A blah kind of Monday, but progressing a little better with lots of coffee and Twinkies. That sounds actually really quite nice. No one needs to know. Well, oh my. Oh, right. I have Twinkies. No Twinkies, but I did have a nice breakfast sandwich, so I'm okay with that. Normally, when I'm writing, I keep getting PEBCAC errors. He went exactly where I was going to, especially when working on ndcd.org. See, the problem is whenever you have a PEBCAC error, friends, you have to then go online and make a ticket with form ID10T. And that's the only way to possibly clear it. I go. Let's see. Thanks for reminding me, Kelly. Johnny says, it's the exhibitionist in me, Foxy. I'm sorry. Don't hand me a line like that. Don't. Just don't, guys. But Nick, Bone Baby, wow, is on a 11 by 15 piece of watercolor paper, so it's looking good. Well, then I guess it will have to go up in my study as I redo it and be up on the wall with the print of the picture that Johnny did for me, which I've tucked away somewhere safe. PEBCAC? Problem exists between keyboard and chair. Many problems can be aligned to that. And no, you're not, Johnny, but that's okay. I have a streak of that too. You're testing me, and problem exists between keyboard and chair. It's almost like Joe and I travel in certain circles. You know, I was once hanging out with some of my more tech-savvy friends, and I said, I'm sorry, I'm just a user. And honest to whoever's listening, Dude smacked me. He said, "Don't you talk about yourself like that. If you know you're a user, you're not a user." And that is a very, very niche joke. But trust me, it's funny. Now, thanks, Nick. I need to finish the finisher descriptions for the RPG. Rock on. Guilty as charged. See, Johnny's saying he did a bad thing. Johnny did a bad thing. And now I'm going to have Chris Isaac stuck in my head. Pebcac, brilliant. Yes, that is the ways of IT, dear friends. Just ask Thesis. Oh, Gall, you really want me to set up like a Discord, Nevermind the Furthermore After Dark. I swear. Okay, let's just keep trucking. I hope you've got a long list of work ahead of you, Johnny. I'll be contacting you soon about another job, interior book art for my Werewolves of London novel. Sorry. Draw blood. No, I'll be in touch, buddy. And most of the time, my coding is riddled with Pebcac and ID10T errors. We all do it. And see, I didn't know he had put that up there. Gosh darn it. Don says, I blame my fingers. Heck, I dropped the creamer thingy in the coffee this morning. Oh. Joy says, I'll be waiting. You're a joy to work for. You too, my friend. Thesis says, ID10T errors are the worst, aren't they, Joey? And Ice Queen saying, hello, Angel Face. Now, I'm not sure who she's talking to, but I know it's not me because, I have a face for radio and a voice for silent pictures, but we make it work. How you doing? Seriously. Anyone else feel Mr. Rogers vibes coming from Nick today? Especially with the coat over the shirt. Well, friends, welcome to the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? I love Mr. Rogers, and I think he was one of the most important people basically ever to walk television. And yeah, definitely one of my major inspirations. So I take that as high praise, even though it's meant to be a little silly. Call Mr. Rogers After Dark. Gosh darn it, you guys quit that out. Anyway, quit that out. Yeah, English language, I speak it. Thesis often plays tech support for his folks. And yes, they are, Thesis. Johnny says, hello, Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. Sorry. My gringo took over. Anyway, I can't hear the word Caroline with something before it without my brain saying, is that Sweet Caroline? Bum, bum, bum. I don't know if you heard Mandy, but I said Sweet Caroline, and she went bum, 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 down the hallway, not even realizing that's what I'm talking about. This is delightful. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Nick is a much more adamant Mr. Rogers. Yeah. I do not have the calm clerical manner of Mr. Rogers yet. I haven't quite mellowed. I am much more mellow than I used to be, and I know many of you don't believe it, but very few of you met me in the mad, bad, and dangerous to be around days, and that's probably a good thing. And Miss Sering says, for sure, very Mr. Rogers. Y'all are you're literally making me blush here. I can feel it on my face, and I don't know what to do about it because, while I can endure the slings and arrows of outrageous misfortune, compliments just sort of try to melt the back of my brain. And Ice Queen says, not bad. It's a lazy one. How about you? Well, Ice Queen, we got to get you wrenched pretty soon so that you can promote your stuff. And guys, don't be afraid to throw your links in while we're chatting, especially on one of these longer shows. Kelly says, unlimited coffee and Twinkies in the morning always lead to high energy, but diabetic shakiness. To get one through the day of the daily grind of writing projects. I understand that. And hi, Ice. Right now, you're the one spreading the hoax. Listen, you know me. If it were not cold, I would not be wearing a thermal shirt over my Hawaiian shirt with my quasi-Jedi, never mind, ignore the man in the green hooded robe walking through the woods coat. No.
Okay, I'm going to say something. You know it's cold when I am in a long sleeve.
Yeah. Joe Bachman is wearing sleeves. You have to understand Joe is passionate about his Second Amendment right to bear arms, you know? Knowing Joe is a daily ticket to the gun show, friends. Anyway. Yeah. See, I see how you are. Keep me distracted. Anyway, now we've gone from hair to fashion. Sometimes we do. I am a pantser on the show. Let's take this topic wherever you need it to be, as long as it's mostly safe. And hey, Donna. And Johnny's getting paid to draw butts, Caroline. It's a good day. Now, I want to see a stream of him, of his walking in, changing into his Hawaiian shirt and singing A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Most of them are in the laundry cycle, but I literally have a closet where most of my Hawaiian shirts live, that when I come in the morning, I literally come around, say hi to Lydia behind the door, and pull out the Hawaiian shirt of the day, pop it on, and get to work. And Troy's like, new ads. What, ads? Okay, I can run an ad. Sure, I can do that for you, Trey. I don't have an ad for any of your stuff yet. But let's run an ad. Yeah, I'll run this one.
We've all read the story. The brave hero conquers the diabolical villain and rescues the damsel in distress. But this is real life, and in real life, stories don't always have happy endings. Frog G, the story of a man turned into a frog by a voodoo priestess sent on a mission to kill a god by death itself. Now our hero must roam the underworld to regain his humanity and win back the woman he loves.
I understand that Frog G's ad is not very Mr. Rogers of me. But, you know, I am a multifaceted individual, and sometimes you get Mr. Rogers, and sometimes you get somebody else. Just have to roll out and see on the How is Nick Manifesting Today table. And I'm hoping to manifest a better life. I went full Jack Elam on that, and I regret absolutely nothing. That would be awesome thesis. It could be. It would, wouldn't it, Trey? LOL, Johnny. Bet it is. Nice ad, Grant. Sounds great, Grant. Is Grant here? I don't know. Well, I ran it. Is it an homage? I don't. Oh, God, that will be an inside joke forever now. Love it, Grant. Love the ad and the concept, Grant. Neat idea, Grant. Joe is a scurrier. Oh, yes. Okay. I've been around Joe too much. No, well, don't take this wrong, but Trelana collects rats for a reason.
Ouch.
No. You know why this is so funny, don't you? No, because my previous job was I was Chuck E. Cheese. And I'm going to say it now. There is no way that dude's a mouse. I'm not buying it. That's a New York rat. Anyway, Joe is also very quiet, so it's like living with a cryptid. Nick smacking his chest. Yes, my heart. Yes, my heart right here. Sometimes I don't remember where my anatomy is at points. I understand that, Trey, though I'm the quiet one usually. Well, it says, I'm hoping to be there. We'll see how the finances go. Well, you have a bit of time till I need that table fee. Ooh, we fighting now, Nick? LOL. Use either link for Indie CD. Right, because I would never make a fake beef to get attention. Dawn! Nah. I just couldn't resist the joke. You can't be quiet when you have little pupper clicks around following little pupper clicks following you around. Yeah, I feel that way because I normally walk fairly quietly, but my cats have belled collars so that we can locate them. So many times it's ching, 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 ching. I tell you, there's just something about the ringing of the little Christmas sounding bells that makes my day better. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Chris Walker. Morning, Chris. Hey, Chris. Good morning, Chris. Foxy said, sure I can. I'm quiet. Never said my shadow was. And do y'all accuse me of being a cryptid? I just want to put that line right here, taken slightly out of context, is delightful. Sure I am. I'm going to... Sure I can. Sorry. Sure I can. I am quiet. Never said my shadow was. I am literally stealing that line, Foxy, because Trelana, I'm going to say 2 words. Well, 3 technically. Crimson and black. Hi. Yes, I'm already being bothered for book 2. Can I get book 1 out first? Maybe. Can I get a little bit more carrot and a little less sharp stick this time? No? No work? It worked. Oh, God. Trelana, speak to her. She's being mean. I know she won't. Let's see. From the desk of Small Press Publisher says, Cindy Koepp is the real life Miss Drizzle. The ultimate... Oh, Miss Frizzle. I'm sorry. Things got a little more confusing than it would because you got auto-corrected to Drizzle. And I was suddenly my world was much more confused because I was going to have to say, Joseph? Is there something I need to know? Anyway, the ultimate Time Lord PBS kids cartoon form. River Song didn't die, y'all. She just hopped to another universe. Look at Miss Frizzle and tell me that she's not a version of River Song. Think about it. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I can believe that from the desk of Small Press Publisher. And Alex says, oh, yes, Nick, I did see the thumbnail for Friday. I was on call with Ethan and got overly happy. Well, yeah, I'm surprised that a picture with the title Garb in Peril would make you happy, but okay. And yes, I'm certain he does mean Miss Frizzle, but it got him a little amusing. Is Pretty Man on Friday? Ooh, is there distress among the Drizzles? I hope not. Steph is currently at home, no heart attack. I'll be visiting her later today. Thank you for that information because last night was, well, there were a lot of reasons I was up late last night, and having got that information was part of it. Oh, good, Trey. That's good to hear. You were just a bit faster than me, Johnny. What did Johnny say?
So that's in relation to a message that got removed, and then I went through StreamYard here and actually banned the person and had the messages removed, so you didn't actually technically click on them.
Thank you. If you're watching this show and you have mildly ill intent, perhaps you're a bot, perhaps you're a troll. Let me explain something to you, dear friends. I give wrenches out like popcorn to everyone I basically trust to be a decent, sentient being on my chat with the simple thing, the simple, humble request that if somebody is out of line, regulators mount up and we don't have to deal with it. So thank you, Joe, for your talented work. And I am always happy to see the job get done. You know, I didn't realize it was a clear, dark night with a clear, bright moon. But let's keep on moving. Should see me on the football pitch, Foxy. I run like I just got over the border. Wow. Foxy says, I can limp with some speed. Oh, Molly, I hope your MRI went well. Okay, thank you. LOL, I was jamming to Born to Be Wild. Born to be wild. And Don't Fear the Reaper. Seasons Don't Fear the Reaper. Go! Good list. Keep it up. They could have left me there until the Reaper was done. I understand that. Nice choices. Molly? MRIs sound worse than they are. The soothing jazz helped. The static that I had to deal with all day didn't, but electricity and magnetic fields get weird around me. And though the blank have some, the headphones have some nice bass to them. Yes, they do. Accountability, drawing, writing, recording. Some stuff that will never see the light of day, LOL, but some stuff that will eventually. Pesky NDAs. Oh, I feel your pain. I feel your pain, Miss Saren. I ache in my heart. It is so good I'm not a woman. I'd be constantly like, anyway. They think I have a slight meniscal tear in my left knee, thus the MRI. Oh, knees are no fun at all. And Carl says, ouch. Nick, check out Anna Phoebe. Or is it Anna or Anna? Anna Phoebe. She plays electric violin too. And Tina Gua plays, I want to say electric cello. It's amazing. If you want musical adventure, look up Ally the Piper's cover of Through the Fire and Flames by Dragon Force. I am much aware of it. Carl will enjoy it as Ally the Piper is a rather attractive redheaded woman playing bagpipes to classic rock and other tunes that you wouldn't expect to get bagpiped. Ouch, Molly. I hope you have the answers you need quickly. We all do. And another good musical adventure is Dan Hollifield's music, necd.org/about Dan Hollifield. He has a band camp. Go buy his music. Molly says, I fell November 10th and again December 2nd. When I learn I can no longer reach above my head and maintain my balance. Molly, you have my condolences because that is just a tough row to hoe. And, you know, a lot of us are there. You're not alone. Joe Bachman is awesome. Yes, he is. Oh, God. And Don says, morning, Xander. Oh, yeah, he's not. He's not. I think he went back to sleep. But I wonder if we can get Joe to join the cult of Chris. And sorry I missed you coming in. We all did, but we appreciate that. Zenny sponsors Professor of Rock, Nick. Rock on. Minor Zenny too. So maybe that would be cool, actually. And anybody who I do ads for, you're more than welcome to PayPal me money if you feel so motivated. Here. If any of you want to give me money, that's how you do it. I would appreciate it. I don't have enough sponsors to have like super chats or something like that. But Foxy says, completely different style for me, but I think I like them. And self-sabotage, Nick. There are so many points in this conversation that comment could fit in. I'm kind of baffled by it, but it's something we're all trying to avoid. I'll put it that way. Foxy says, I'm going gray, mostly in my eyebrows rather than my hair. It's odd. My eyebrows have settled for a bit, but because I'm a man with certain genetics, every so often one of them goes, and I have just like whisker eyebrows that just, can sense their way around the room. I mean, these are already full attack eyebrows if I don't comb them. Yes, I have to comb my eyebrows up. Wow. That was a classic skit from a classic show, especially Miss Swan's lowered expectations video. Oh, she looking for a man. But of course, I dye my hair so it might be equally gray in secret. Possible. Nice. Now you can hear Donna talk from the pit much better in the ad. I believe so. And that tells me where we are. Yeah, it worked much better. Molly said, I was charged a senior buffet last night at one of our Chinese restaurants. LOL. Hubby Hall qualifies, but I'm not even 60 yet. My 30th birthday. That's right, 30 at Denny's. I got the seat. They gave me my meal. I'm like, this looks a little small. And they're like, well, that's the standard size for the senior meal, sir. And then told me how good my grandson looked with my daughter. And the last thing on earth I need is Trelena Bachman calling me daddy. That would cause problems. We're just going to keep on trucking. Nice of them to do that. Great ad, Donna. I'll lower the microphone further down the hole for the next ad as long as she doesn't bite it. Did you correct them or take the offer? Oh, I assume talking to Molly. I'll probably be 80 before I don't have to ask, LOL. I have a baby face. Live the dream. I figure I've been an old man since I was 15 years old. Didn't notice until I looked at the receipt later. Oh, hi Noon. Hi Dawn. Yes, I'm goofy today. Hi Noon. Hi Dawn. Hi Bear. Hey, I would be okay if someone gave me the senior discount. In the wise words of a gentleman I've known for a long time, $20 is $20. Accountability. Books are in for crowdfunding campaign. Had to get a variant reordered because there was shortened because of a mistake on my part, but still on schedule to mail out rewards on time. Okay. Does that mean you have some miscopies you will be selling off at a discount or something? I would too, but I'm in my 40s and still get carded. I got carded the same day for an R-rated movie. It was weird. That and everywhere I went, Bob Seger was playing. Ditto, Foxy. Johnny wants to know, why are you sending spam mail to people, Joe? I thought so highly of you.
Because when you fry it up just right with a little KC Masterpiece hickory barbecue sauce, put it on some bread, it's fantastic.
He just cited my second favorite bottled barbecue sauce. Well, because I classify all of Sweet Baby Ray's as Joey is now loudly praying. I don't know if he's praying to God or Trelena, though. Anyway, the headset went off and he was just because I think he was admitting the divine glory that is Sweet Baby Ray's. And it went to spam for mine too, but I fixed his up with a new email. And Joe D wants to know if he needs to send any information to Joe B. Oh, okay. That was freaky, but yes, thank you. Nope. Should be good unless there's anything else. And thesis, most people don't believe I'm as old as I am. One of Foxy's old co-workers demanded to see my ID because she couldn't believe I was in my mid-30s. That was almost a decade ago. I seriously went from, like, 25 straight to 40? Oh, well. Dang, that Hormel. Do not, it's getting near lunchtime, and that's the thing. Hello, all. Hello, woke. It was funny. 10 days till RPG day. Yep. And that's on my to-do stuff, too. Woke. Everybody's getting woke. And they're breaking over it. Woke's got some artwork back. Yes, got some backstop. And some slight exposition done as well. Rock on. I need your ad, Joe B. And he said, add to me. So I'll run one for Cindy. 'Cause these are the days. Cindy Koepp is an amazing creator. Please follow and support her. And, while you're doing things, maybe like, share, and subscribe to this video. And let's see, where are we? Let's see, how is everyone? I think we're doing pretty good, woke. We are enduring the cold, getting ready. I'm hopefully pulling the trigger on putting out Haints and Hellfire. So I hope you guys can all run out and get that. Over the course of today, I will be I'll finish setting up the paperback and then use all that information to set up the ebook and possibly go hardcover with it. We may see. Dog keeps demanding lovin's. She's extra cuddly this morning. Well, when it's cold, all our pets are cuddly. We've had a lot of nice cat time. And Indie CD says, I'll send you a copy once I do it again, Jody. And careful tapping things. You're right. I need to be careful about that. Joe, I do have some updates. If you want to do the show, I'll send them via PM later. So I hope whichever Joe he's referring to knows what that's about, because I do not. Good. Being loved on by Doggo. That works, Carl. Okay, so it went to that, Joe. Hey, everybody. Hi, Dr. Crow. Hi, Dr. Nick. Yep. Any time you guys have updates, feel free to PM them to me via FB or send them via email at Joe Bachman at indiecd.org. Yep, I have to put my Blue Sky stuff on mine, which I think I already sent to him, and then I'll send him the stuff about Haints and Hellfire. Hey, Dr. Crow. Hey, Doc. IndieCD, if it's a small urgent update, I'll get it done as soon as I can. If it is a small urgent, I'll likely do it on my live stream. And Woke says, I'm bald. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Crow says, I'm balding and have to shave it off every now and then. Oh, back to hair, probably. I am losing the eastern front over here, but I still have more hair than, both my skinny, sexy brothers. So, ha! And Johnny says, I just pick up the shampoo Cristiano's sponsored by. Hey, you never know what's going to be the thing that gets you that next bit of quality in your game. Yes, send stuff to Joey so he streamed tonight, so I have something to do. And Foxy says, update, Twinkies and Sweet Tarts are not a good combo in the belly. Oh, you poor thing. No, 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 no. Oh, hiya, Crow. Ooh, Foxy, that sounds like a dangerous combination. It wasn't the smartest move. Live and learn. Yep. How dare you use the words nightmarish and vampiric in the same sentence, you bigot. Johnny? No, you know what? I'm gonna respond to this one, good sir. If you are a vampire and you don't have enough fangs to be nightmarish when the situation calls for it, you might as well be on Sesame Street helping kids count. Don't you take nightmarish as inappropriate for the purpose of a creature of the night? No. Foxy says, many things can be nightmarish. Not me, I'm dreamy. The scary thing is that that's an accurate description of his physical qualities. And I will give you that. But the whole being rolled by a vampire is pretty frightening to those of us who are, fixated on having our own willpower. And I know I'm going to have to wrap this up very soon. Like, vegan vamps would be pretty nightmarish. And not that I have anything against either, but together, okay. First off, the nightmarish vampires I was referring to are from Kelly Carlisle's amazing book, The Rembrandt Stratagem, that was taken from the Paranormal Case Files of Bishop Kincaid. These are nightmarish vampires. These are slavering, fiendish, inhuman creatures that have very low charisma, Johnny. It fits. And vegan vamps only prey on vegans. It happens. Alex says, I have a brownie and hot chocolate. And Foxy is jealous. What do I have access to? I have access to a lot of things because it was cold, so Amanda baked. And it's getting close to lunchtime, so I have to figure out what I want to do with that. Hopefully not Molly, not enough protein in there. Alex says, I haven't ate yet, so it's good. Alex! You eat, good sir. You need calories to power your body, especially at this time of day. Donna Carlin says, I want a brownie and hot chocolate. So, Uncle Carl, she'd like a brownie, a hot chocolate, a high-end cigar, and then a liquid substance that I cannot condone for personal reasons. But yes, I love the writing system goes to that. Talked hubby into taking me to Burger King. Ooh, you guys do not know. Okay, Friday or something, last Friday, we had to go to Lafayette to do some things, and we were running late. We went to get Chinese, and we realized my blood sugar was kind of tanking. So Mandy went out while we were waiting for Chinese, or just after we got the Chinese, but we had to take it home. We actually swung through the Burger King, and she got me a rodeo cheeseburger, which, yes, you have to, it's not on the menu anymore, but you can still order it. Dear Lord, I had a spiritual journey with that burger because it's been a while. I love Burger King. And Trelana says, there's a Gurren Lagann quote I love. Abso-fraggin-lutely, dear. My brain just cross-referenced the phrase, get that be a cannon, and the kiss of doom, but we could get you a prop sniper rifle, Trey. It could happen. Right, Donna? Yeah, we agree. Wow, whatever I said in response got some kind of comment because I just saw Joe's eyes ascend to the heavens again. Hey, cosplay happens. I still suffer from imposter syndrome when people come to me for advice. My journey in creating comics is unique, and I don't want to lead people the wrong way. As long as you preface that you have walked a road less traveled in a lot of your stuff, there's nothing wrong with, answering their questions and then redirecting them to somebody else who might have complementary or contradictory answers. I love to say, this is how I do it, but I've only done it this way. If you talk to so-and-so, they might be able to give you more help. And Molly says, my imposter syndrome reared its ugly head Jan 5th when I attempted to lead a writers meeting, shortest meeting on record. Oh, I'm so sorry. It gets us sometimes, but you learn to deal with it. Foxy says, I can't do public speaking either, Molly. I freeze up and have a panic attack. I used to have problems with it. And, with what we do here, I used to have to listen to, okay, this is a little behind the scenes, but whenever I was not feeling up to doing the stream because my imposter syndrome was kicking in, I would go to, I have a clip from Ultimate Helsing Abridged. And the clip is Alexander Anderson's Necessary Evil speech. It's about 20 seconds long. And it's a call and response, which brings me back to my Catholic roots just a touch. And it is powerful for the right kind of mood. And it's backed up by shipping up to Boston. So, yes, that just gives me that surge of, yes, it's time to beat down whatever I have to deal with. And right now what I have to deal with is imposter syndrome. So I'm just going to push harder to motivate the other people. And we've got also why I did poorly in band back in school. I'm sorry. Doing my stream is helping with my hatred of public speaking. It really does. I encourage all of you to do streams about what you know and love. And yes, I'm calling you out, Trey, because you know cool stuff. And you can help a lot of people. Molly says, I envisioned long answers with discussion was met with short answers and silence. Well, that could be so much. It could be the room. It could be a lot of things. Hold on, I have a comment dump. You guys are holding on today. Dear Lord in heaven. Okay. Where? Wow. Okay. That's a comment dump. Wow. Okay. We're getting close. Okay, here we are. I honestly feel that I can be an editor-in-chief of other products like I did at the beginning of the Exigency Studios, Inc. Maybe that's something you're going to evolve back into as a better version. Molly asks, Foxy, what do you play? I was in the percussion section, played everything except snare and timpani. Boom, boom. Yeah. Don says, I think I have a Twinkie cappuccino. And flute, Foxy, when your hands shake, you can't get a solid note. Oh, I can see that being problematic. Okay, this is... Sorry, when it starts getting late, the people who know my show normally streams here but don't watch, and they know who they are, will message me about this time thinking, oh, Nick should be off by now. Let me make sure I'm muted. There we go. And now I want a Twinkie. The only reason this is on was I was waiting for updates on Steph. Ooh, I played flute too. Yay! I got green roomed. Yep, I have the same issue on piano. And ID10T. No, those are the most humbling error forms. They will get you in your feels. You learn a lot from an ID10T form. A Dawn played flute too. I'm sorry, I'm suppressing an Allison Hannigan. Thank you, Joe. I was suppressing an Allison Hannigan quote that's just bashing me over the head. But my trumpet is my baby. I forgot Joe was a trombone player. Mandy's a trombone player too. Guitar and maybe branching out into drums. Let's see. I probably should admit I play Irish tin whistle a bit. I used to play Bodhran and Doombeck. I don't do as much because that's impactful. I used to play, I was learning guitar, but I lost a lot of the mobility with the nerve damage. I hope to be strong enough to play my 3-string cigar box and have the ability to switch between strings. If not, I'm seriously thinking of getting like a single string banjo or something, because I can squeeze or I can move, but I can't squeeze and move because of, fighting a good fight. And Alex says, I'm here to remind Nick that he's got to behave. Wow. Just wow. I didn't need those kneecaps. Bam! Well done, sir. I never was any good at it, but I tried. Flute or behaving. And Dawn, remind Dawn as well. We're breaking the good host's will, Foxy. High fives, Johnny. Lead me not into temptation. I am well aware of the path to get there. I probably know a shortcut. But the user thing is so true. I see it too often to know in my 9 to 5. I understand. Dan Hollfield's my best instrument was always the recording studio. You are a sorcerer. NTF After Dark could be held on the current Discord server easily. Yes, but someone would record it because I don't trust y'all. Johnny's high-fiving. Johnny, why is it the red text on the thumbnail yellow? And it's me. I'm Angel Face. Hi. Yeah, that makes sense, Johnny. And Alec had to, put the chant of all gringos. Sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba. Anyway, the band kid in me. And plays ba, ba, ba. Yep. Please remember, friends, says Kelly Carlisle, the new edition of Bishop Kincaid is scheduled for late February. The available now on the ad is wrong. I will keep you posted. Thank you for that correction. Brother, if you knew how much she hates that song. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I just assumed she was talking about him when I first read it. I mean, have you seen his face? Yeah. Hey, yay, Kelly. That song is just call and response. Yep. Does that make it a sea shanty? Okay, there's that guy who makes sea shanties out of everything. Somebody reach out to him. I grit my teeth every time I hear "Good Golly, Miss Molly" from coworkers. Ugh. Oh, you must have been bombarded with that. Don't feel bad. Christmas has been interesting for me. I've heard every Saint Nick joke known to man. And when Little Nicky was a very popular movie, I heard that. So it happens. And Joe B says, I'm going boo on Sweet Caroline because I don't like Boston Red Sox. I don't let sports teams take my interest, just like I won't let, jerks take the right to wear a Hawaiian shirt. I've lost too much. Just like shave and a haircut. Okay, I can't. That's not fair. And Johnny says, Nick is more Ted Lasso than Mr. Rogers, in my opinion. Well, thank you, I think. I've only seen a clip of Ted Lasso where he was playing darts with Anthony Stewart as a guy named Rupert, but was a jerk. So seeing old Giles being a wealthy snob was an odd experience for me, but thank you. He seems like a neat guy. I need to post that Garb drawing because everyone so far loves Garb. Nick, look what you've done. You gave Garb an ego. I will always twitch a little bit because the reason my mouth turned guard into garb is what medievalists refer to their clothing as. So when you're wearing medieval clothing and stuff for like the SCA, it's called your garb. So every time I hear garb, a part of me twitches and it's like, I'm drawing garb. Cool. What arrow? What what are you doing with it? And Dawn says, I always behave. Well, behavior. Dear Lord. YouTube.com/@thewokebreaker. Okay, that's Woke's channel. Glad to see it. And Trelana says, honestly, if you see the video of Mr. Rogers defending PBS, very Nick. Well, that's a staggeringly powerful compliment. Thank you, dear. Thank you. Sorry, things that hit me hard sometimes hit me hard in funny ways. Foxy, I rarely wear anything with long sleeves anymore. Hot flashes are not fun. I'm walking to the next comment. I'm just walking. Gonna do a stream chatting about Marvel this week and some nerve stuff. All are welcome. Sorry, I meant to put that here. You're fine. The look he gave Trey. Johnny says, I rarely wear shirts because this blazing inferno of a place can't stay under 40 degrees Celsius for nothing. You guys haven't seen Johnny. Well, some of you have. Shirtless Johnny is a thing. And Trelay said, oof, I never thought to make one. Well, you should. Well, Johnny, I'd probably get arrested if I try that. Thank you. I'm working on an ad for Art Club. It's an animation, and it's tedious. Same, Foxy. And Molly says, it used to be a family joke that my long johns were worn as soon as the temps dropped below 70, but since we're going through the change now, wait till temps in the 50. Wonderful. Who is the frog with the wrench? That is a comic that was done in honor of Frog G, a really neat guy who has helped a lot of people get promoted for a long time through a lot of indie circles. Neat guy, neat comic if you're into that kind of horror aesthetic. But it's all groovy, so I'm happy to promote that. But I wouldn't want to do that. Yeah, I can understand. So unfair. Me neither, but still unfair. Ouch. But the right people would be giving you standing ovation, Foxy. Probably. Not me planning if I make a profit back at the con to just give Nick money. No. You're getting started, kiddo. You need your bucks. You keep your money. As much as I enjoy income, you are at a point where you need your money. Because the man always deserves more money. Gosh. He's stealing your material, Foxy. Sue him. No, I'm not stealing it. It's an homage. It's an homage. Yeah, I'm stealing. I'm planning to use that with one of my favorite characters in the book. You will understand. Trelane says, I plan on shopping at the con. Watch this, watch this. Crimson and Black! Do you know how tempted I am to try to make a commercial for Crimson and Black? You guys, and I know no one knows what I'm talking about. You will have to read my book, except for Trelana and Amanda. But the problem is the line. I am quiet, never said my shadow was, is such a Crimson and Black line, you have no idea. People stealing my color scheme too. And oh, Mandy, you know what I said? Can I get some more carrots and less sharp stick? Trelana responded with a whole bunch of carrot emojis. Aww. And Don responded with an eggplant and question mark. Moving on. Get him, Amanda. I got a few sticks if you need. Living in the woods and all. Free shipping. Johnny's offering you South American sticks to beat me with to keep me riding. Every time we get a show with gradients, it turns into whatever this is. You're not wrong. That shackled dude in the thumbnail would make good vamp chow. Why do you think he's shackled? Yeah, but garb in peril. But the garb in peril's bad. Garb must live. No, garb must exist. Living is fully optional in a campaign full of vampires and other things. Alex says in gremlin voice, A Better Life? Isn't that Three Doors Down album? It is indeed. Regulators, do we get badges too? Badges? Badges? We don't need no stinking badges. We are his deputies. Absolutely. Calvin says, cat lunch is late. Well, my lunch is late too, and that's okay. What was Glitterbee's name in the game again, Nick? Isolda. She could eat garb. Isolda's been trying to eat a lot of people and characters, and a couple of them have had to be held down to prevent them from running to the attractive, glowing vampire lady. Hope everyone has a great day. You too. We need all the stinking badges. Oh, go. And that I'm still a half hour behind. That troll got jumped by the regulators. And if you don't hear that music looping in your head, you may not know where I have been, but that's okay. Bye, Carl. Bye, Carl. See you, Carl. See you, Carl. Oh, the household chores keep mounting up. Need to get stuff done for my beloved today. We respect that, Dan. You have a good one. And later, Carl. Have a good one, Dan. Later. Oh, I don't have to start quite yet. Oh, good. Bye, Dan. And Molly's music was better than mine, in my eye. PYT was playing when I got in the procedure room. Okay. Bye, Dan. Well, in that case, welcome back, Dan. Welcome back. Your theme song, Don. PYT is a good song. Violin. Kitty later time. See you everyone Wednesday. Yep, it'll be a long one Wednesday. See you later, Donna. Bye, Donna. Later, Donna. Good. It's a good song, but the Reaper is better. Well, seasons don't fear the Reaper. Bye, Donna. Bye, Donna. All right, I can agree with that, Don. Pet the kitties for me. Joe is not muted. We can hear his breathing. I don't know what you're talking about. That's actually me breathing out of sync. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I just removed myself from the stream. Didn't realize he didn't take it. Didn't realize he didn't take me out fully. I hear Joe blinking. Oh, my man Sterling Freeman is doing amazing things with tattoos, and he just messaged me, so I'm going to have to check on that. That would surprise me with his headset, Johnny, and remove from the stream. At least you didn't hit end stream. Not yet, but for some reason on StreamYard, it picks up every little sound. Oh, Joe, you say that like it's a bad thing. Anyway, which is why I stay away. Dawn and the bird Dawn. See ya. Foxy always makes me trim my eyebrows. She says I have evil Kung Fu Master eyebrows. My eyebrows go full arty if I'm not careful. Hi, Matthew Cricket. And bye, Woke. Have a great day. See you, Woke. Hi, Matthew. Welcome, Matthew. Hey, Matthew. Lamau, sobbing. The word daddy causes malfunction in some people. Yes, she's getting used to it. That was that an unexpected green room moment on the Denny's story? Cackling. Well, yeah, it truly does, Johnny. I was mistaken to be Ted's daughter one time. To be honest, I had bright pink hair at the time. Yes, you did. Exposure therapy fixes everything. Rafflemau, the Denny's story. Thank you for giving me reference points because it does help. It does not. You get that idea right out of your head right now this minute, Johnny. No, but I have extras of another variant. Good. Joy says, make me. Sarah gets the ... And now Trelena wants spam. See what you did, Joey? Yeah. Masterful gamesman. Look. At half an hour ago, before he would be really hungry, our good friend Joe started talking about how good properly fried spam is to Trelena. It's almost like it was a scheme. Trey is a goddess. Yes, I've been saying this for some time. I want pink hair again. Alex says, I'm sorry, I want pink hair. That's awesome. Alex says, I have blue hair right now. I usually rock purple, but I want to try pink for a while. I rock the cool tone colors. Dig it. Just another night, an old friend saw us in the store and asked if we age at all. When I hit 60, 2 more years, I'm cutting my hair short and dyeing it purple, probably lavender. I dig that. That's awesome. Lisa said, I had blue hair for a time a few weeks ago. The closest to dyeing my hair I've ever done is I had pairs of glasses that I'd wear out the bands, so I'd have these green stripes because my white at the forelock started coming in at 15. So my glasses would dye the white part green. And Miss Sarah said, I didn't even get carded on my 21st birthday. I didn't even get carded when I was 16. But, you naughty little thing. Shame on you. I went blue for my 50th birthday. That's so cool. It's the mommy look, Sarah. I usually do warm tones, purples and reds. Indeed, LOL. And now we're back to hair colors. I had lavender for a while. I also boast my hair when I'm upset. Nick has seen that, I think, twice when we've known each other. Yep. It's one of those that instantly gets my attention that, oh, we need to talk. I swear, Cindy has a sonic knitting needle like the Doctor Who has the sonic screwdriver. It would not surprise me. Cool tones wash me out too much. Okay. Foxy says, but I can pull off red well. Yes. Moving on. If you can't, Thesis will pull it off for you. Sorry for the future mind break, Nick. Indeed I can, says Johnny. I don't know if Matthew Craig is saying aw or ow. And LOL, we're terrible, and it feels great. It truly does sometimes. LOL, how's the count going to respond to that one, I wonder? Yeah, I kind of threw the gauntlet a bit there. Foxy, one at a time, Sarah, one point at a time. There are always those giving up their willpower by their own choice. So they are having a bloody good time doing so. I understand that. I gotta lay down. Have a great day. You have a good rest, Don. Rest well later, Don. I'm trying to see if I can get through these because it's getting cold. This coffee may have been a mistake. I have a comment dump. Good Lord. Oh, this is going to be the show that doesn't end. Okay. But I want a third cup of coffee. I used to drink it by the pot. Molly says, I want Who Hot next time I'm in Lafayette. Ooh. Later, Dawn. Feel better, Dawn. Rest well, Dawn. See you, Dawn. Alec, I love public speaking. Molly, I'm not a leader. I'm a worker bee. And Chris Walker's going, ah. But my first thought was, down with the sickness. Anyway, sorry. I have a musical mind today. I'm one of the students in my school who's very well known and very engaged. Really? I didn't know you'd had that talk. Oh, never mind. And I lead a lot of meetings for the clubs that I lead for. Rock on. Should we let him catch up a bit? Probably, Foxy. Nick, it's just a flute. Calm yourself. What would you do if she said she played the mouth organ? I'd click the next comment. He's only 40 minutes behind. I say keep going. Really? I'm with Joe. Joe Bachman, 2024. Anyway, LOL. Although the longer we keep going, the longer I have to stay in the studio. Yeah. Amazing his internet is holding steady today. Yes, I think it's frozen the arms off everybody else using the internet. I'm cool with that too. Okay. Now Squeezebox. Hold on. Comment dump. Really? Really? Okay, now Squeezebox is going through my brain. And I don't think it's the right song, but Mama played the Squeezebox, Daddy can't sleep at night is what went through my mind. If it could be a sea shanty, it should be. Unexpected tongue twister. I'm so glad those got popular out of nowhere. It's really cool. There have been a couple moments in my life where that's happened. The sea shanties got popular. There was a time where Gregorian chant was all the rage in the late 1900s. I thought you might listen to Magic Carpet Ride for inspiration. I am not allowed to listen to that car in or near a vehicle. Both of my speeding tickets have run parallel to Magic Carpet Ride of the ones that were legal. The other one doesn't count because I was in fear for my life. I remember I almost got Nick to shed a tear last show. Yes. I am demanding, or maybe just recommending nicely, that you watch Ted Lasso. You'll see why. I'm just not sure how to arrange that. Foxy says, I don't think I've ever seen Johnny outside of here. I've seen him on Instagram. Johnny is a beautiful man. I am comfortable saying this because it's the God's honest truth. Thesis might have seen me on Instagram stories. My face is public. See? I did see his comment while typing. That's all right, Alec. Nick doesn't need the money. Me, on the other hand, joking mostly. And congratulations, Nick. If you've made it this far, you might be nearing the end of today's show's chat. There's literally a comment dump the second I read that. Not saying you jinx things, Chris, but I think you jinx things with a sledgehammer. I mean, that was a full-on head.
You're only 13 minutes behind at this point, so you're catching up.
Shut up! Okay, no, okay. Okay. For anyone who wants to follow his Instagram / at JP7, I literally have been working on trying to say that for months because of the way my speech impediment hits. The proper pronunciation of Johnny's name is actually almost physically impossible for me. So it's something I'm really working on. At some point, I'll be able to say it, but I'll probably only be able to say it once without straining things, and I'm not being facetious in any way. But yes, his art is amazing and he's pretty. So now let's see. So we need to talk more. Well, if you're going to talk more, I better promote something. You know what? Here's something for actually. You guys are going to run long? That's okay. I can run long too. So we need to talk more. I am much more happy with that concept than I was about 2 minutes ago. I'd like to thank Dan Hallfield for sponsoring that potty break. Okay, and John says, Saren, you adorable cupcake. LOL, thanks. No, bad Johnny. Garb is not vamp food. Jai says, yes, everyone is. Greedy. And Jai says, saving you for last, Saren. Behave. Of course, there are some that you probably don't want. Halleck sobbing needs who wants at least to very know the Garb's name. He will not remain Garb. His name is Dinner. Oh no. Wait, how is that a green room comment? So innocent. Ooh, I love Sterling's designs. Okay. I need to settle the tattoo thing because I did have discussions with my doctor when they did the skin tests on me and found I was allergic to everything. One of the things they said, now we can do more tests, and they pointed to 45 more vials of mosquito to bee sting feeling things that they could put on my other arm. I said, I think I am comfortable with this. Stop. You don't have tattoos, do you? No. Apparently, they had a case of someone who had a tattoo and turned out to be allergic to the ink. Yes, it very nearly killed them. So I will probably never be getting a tattoo, not necessarily to any personal choice or whatever, but because I am skin-wise allergic to everything. So it sucks because I will say this. If I was going to get a tattoo, I would go to Sterling Freeman. If a family member wanted to get a tattoo, I would recommend Sterling Freeman. I can't really give higher praise than that. It's more a reminder of him not to make a green room. It's preventative. Okay, so lunch is over. You got, folks are still talking. Wow. It's only about 30 minutes behind the comments now. We're taking turns to test his stamina, Carl. Nice. Rumor is he has quite the stamina. Things I am not allowed to discuss. I had Auburn highlights once. I'm boring. But I also like having dark hair. Dark hair, especially with the right base tone, especially if you're on the pale side, is incredibly striking and totally undervalued. Logging to FB to PM my MIA info to ICD.org. Don't let the boring self-name calling fool you. She's wild. She's a wild and crazy cupcake, apparently. Anyway, Ethan has proven he's not going to help save Garb from Johnny or other vampires. I can understand that. I meant when it comes to hair color, you rake. Wow. Excellent verbiage, Miss Saren. And now I feel this horrible urge to read the Bridgertons again. Anyway, needs to better get good roles next campaign or just the mercy of the DM. Calm yourself. Both of you here, calm yourselves. Miss Saren says, returning your make me. Okay, see y'all later. We'll probably still be here with this show. See you, Carl. Later, Carl. See you, Carl. Oh, I will, Saren. Johnny saying he's cool and doesn't believe in cold. Yep. I'm so sorry, Nick. Y'all had fun today. More like shades inside type of cool. Probably 50 of them. Should Johnny and Saren get a green room? I like it better red. Okay. That was the correct song, Nick. Reference to the mouth organ. Dang it, I thought he was going to try to say it this time. I literally been working on it, and with the sore my throat is right now, I knew I would physically hurt myself, and I know that sounds funny, but I have to work around a lot to be able to be as relatively clear speaking as I am, and I do not. This is going to sound odd and a little off angle for all the silliness today, but I respect Johnny both enough to be working this hard to try to be able to say his name and not to butcher it as I would without having my notes in front of me. And yes, I actually have notes somewhere to get the pronunciation right, and then how to trick my mouth and throat to let me get the pronunciation right. It's left over from a mix of some post-childhood seizure things, and when I was a little kid, I nearly bit my tongue in half. So actually, it doesn't always work like it's supposed to. Only that much of the scar's still there, but I'd probably mess it up a bit too. Me and Johnny have the distinction of being the only two people in chat whose name Nick's can't pronounce. All of you would, Johnny. Foxy, I find it amusing. Well, I want to try and track it. Google's how to pronounce Johnny's name. Even Google pronunciation sounds wonky. It is. And not me, probably. I dated a Brazilian girl, so I can probably say it. And my dad's awesome. Met 3 Ravens publishing it Imaginarium. We'll have to look for Dan's book late this July. Excellent. At home, Nick. At home. Johnny says, I'm getting Shiryu's dragon tattooed on my back someday. And Foxy says, I plan to get a fox somewhere. Alex says, I'm getting a skunk with a semicolon hidden in it. Tattoo on my arm. Both have meaning to me. You too? Yeah. Here's to bonus time, guys. You're doing good. Have a great day, folks. Almost, Nick. Thanks, Johnny. And that is the end. I'm going to run the usual commercials I run at the end. I will give you guys a chance to wrap up a little bit, and then we'll call it so I can go get some food. Let's see.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho. Santa-Stein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
All right, folks, we're going to knock out these last few comments, and then we're going to call it a day. Molly says, have a great day all. Got to head out. Thanks for being here, Molly. Food does sound good, says Joe. We got him going good. Enjoy your lunch, Nick. Thank you. Great show. Thanks. You know, I want to take a moment right before I go and thank Dan Hollifield. He was talking on his program, and he said some remarkably kind things about me, and I appreciate that very dearly. And coming from someone in your stature and position and skill and its association, for that matter, I lose the ability to speak. I was that flattered. So thank you, Dan Hollifield. Still too early here, but keeping you here for another hour sounds better. Joe, how you doing? It's 10:30. Whew, yeah, I got to make some food so Nick doesn't go into dad mode again. Good, because you haven't eaten and you need to eat. I'm good, Johnny. I'll just grab another bag of beef jerky. That sounds good right now, Joe. No idea what I have. Foxy loves jerky. Alec loves jerky. He's good. It used to be a good cheap snack. Now not so much. No, it's not. But we have a dehydrator, so we're experimenting. If we can make good jerky, my world will be a very good place. There's the time. Definitely not a cheap snack anymore, but a good source of protein and mostly low in sugar, depending on the type you get. And Miss Saren says, thanks for the stream, Nick. Have a lovely day, everyone. You too, dearie. You go have a great day and have fun with Johnny. I made good jerky before. Try garlic on it. Alec, I appreciate that, but I put garlic on just about everything. So it's about a given. Guys,
Garlic is like Frank's Red Hot sauce. That goes on everything.
Absolutely. But guys, this has been a great show. I do want you guys to remember to keep drawing, keep writing, keep creating. Johnny says no garlic. Because if you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. All right? I say it just about every time. I mean it. How else do you keep you from stacking? Distance. But guys, I love you, seriously, and you should too. Be good to each other. I will see you Wednesday for the next episode of Nevermind the Furthermore. Toodles.